Hello and welcome back to the Cultist Simulator, the Mariner. Let's get going. Where were we? We were at a point where I was previously justifying my reasons for effectively say scumming, and full disclosure, I did, and I was right to do so, as I tried off screen to basically put this in here and say, hey, here you go. The shop is found in an ill-favoured bend of a lesser river. I don't know what they mean by lesser river. Also, that occurred. Is that the same as the last one? Her heart is warm, her shells are stopped. Respond with a lantern. There's not much I can really do about this because we've already exhausted our books. Going for the ill-fated other one, though I will make a note of her hearth is warm, her shells are stopped. Oh, that's already on my list. I encountered that last time. That would be a Miss Moreland package, though alas, we cannot procure it. Yes, brain, what are we doing? What are we doing? We are still hoping for the Song of Industry as we use the power of a library just to delay the weather changing. Rotting air, the effluvium of civilizations chokes the streets of this town. One of my sailors used to the purifying tonic of sea air has fallen sick. Shouldn't be too bad. He's exhausted for quite a while, but he'll get over it. Intent. So, deliver the package. Package delivered. If I express interest in information with my lack heart, I can learn new secrets of the sea. If I imply interest in material goods with my half heart, I'll be paid for my services monetarily. I'm pretty sure we want to use my lack heart, as I would like some something to put that rumour into. So we're going to wait for my lack heart to be free, and that's happily expired. What do we gain from that? The tunes of the market. The lack heart in there. Keep hold of the smog again. Bit cheesy, but yeah. We gain a scrap of information, and let's try another roll on that. Since we're not doing anything with talk and that, we can try for this. I doubt we're going to hit it, but yeah. We don't have much else to do here other than trying to pick up the tune of industry. It's honestly the hardest combination of all of the motifs. Forge. Because you've only got one weather type and one tune type, which the tune type is only found in London. And I think the smog might also be only found in/around London. Maybe. And we are keeping an eye on the rumour of the North Sea, just to make sure that doesn't expire. We are going to have to go for that. I don't want that. You keep giving me this. These opportunities. It's just mocking me now, honestly. Merchant of memory that does not die. What the fuck? Who could that be? Miss Moreland? Does not die. I'm pretty sure she's mortal. I get the feeling that that's more of a merchant in a metaphorical sense than a literal sense. Could be her, but yeah. How's the rumor? Rumor is ticking down. What do we get out of this? The tune of the bars. Nope. We're gonna try for that, and I think... yeah, why not? Just because if we lose the hiss of smog, it will take so long for it to come back again. I'm gonna catch this, don't worry. The hush for library, great. Well, throw that in there. We can keep it up. We might get the opportunity to. Do we have anything to talk about? Amsterdam stick down to rumours. Should be fine to go back there at some point soon. We have... ah, there we go. And the trappings we can't do. We need that to be free, so fingers crossed it doesn't throw something up after. If I wear the local news, I have scavenging bars, blah blah blah, we've read all that before. We should be getting a new location out of it. Hopefully, Copenhagen. Because I know... oh, that's interesting. Okay, so new place. Edanga Forest. On the coastline from which once the Vikings... yeah, it should be once. On the coastline from which once the Vikings sailed, a peculiar little forest lies. Where the surrounding lands have been logged and cleared to farmland, this has remained. Strange stories are told about the creatures that dwell in there, and the plants that grow. It's another adventure. Would you look at that? That's interesting. So, yeah, we got a little adventure as well. I'll put adventures up here. But yeah, we've sorry, finally achieved. Oh yeah, those. Finally achieved our last motif, which we're gonna discover what the Forge influence does. It won't be that spectacular, honestly. So we are in London at the moment. What are our current objectives? We would like to talk to these people about our desires, as I forgot to do that last time. Miss Morland. Oh yes, the first step. And we're going to have to read this quite well, as, you know, they're clues to riddles and such. We're under no rush, as far as I can tell. We've got plenty of thrill from the race we had, which honestly might have just been us outrunning the police, considering how close we got it last time. The tunes of libraries and bars can expire, we don't need them anymore. Oh yes, the first step. The route changes over the years, but I like to keep it in the know of the first stop, to send any aspirants I meet in the right direction. Seek a place that isn't where the sea has conquered the land. Mystery of a sunken city. So we have obtained a mystery. Something paradoxical or confusing, but there is something here, if I can figure out the way to the truth. Repeated through sea shanties and scholars' whispers, a motif of a sunken city can be discovered. Morland tells me it's the first stop on the pilgrimage, should I want to follow in the footsteps of the centipede. One thing, and I don't know if this is a bug or if it's wrong, but from all of this, right, you would assume a package to be delivered to the lady who puts people on the first step. Effect. That's pretty much what it said. Something like she guides people on the first step, or she keeps her eyes up, whatever. I did that. I gave it to her, thinking, you know, obviously this is more, and it was like wrong. So I don't know if it was a bug or if it's, you know, I don't know what. Um, basically, there was a clue on one of the packages in my first playthrough that I was convinced belonged to her because it was saying, you know, this goes to the woman on the first step. Something. We'll find it eventually. Cool. Do we want to talk to her about the consulate? Actually, can we talk to her about the sunken city? Trying to find a place that isn't. I didn't realise we could talk to her about the sunken city. I figured, you know, okay, this is a mystery, and we can navigate mysteries. Sure. She gave us a riddle, and then we just immediately go back to her and say, "Can you tell us a bit more?" I'm sure she won't think too badly of us. Upgraded forge with nature inspiration. The heart of the forge was not the first heat in the world. The engine was not the first form of motion. Nature itself presses forwards, ever-changing. It only needs a mortal hand to guide it. Today, however, I will let nature guide mine. We have our last motif. A blazing motif, something to hum while working, quickens the fingers and emboldens the mind. Echoes of action. Even a cooling engine still shivers and thrums, having gathered this influence around you will aid you when the kite is wounded. I have not figured out how to use that yet. It seems probably relevant. Let me just fuck around with my timer a bit, as I realize I once again forgot to set a timer. Cool. We will collect that and put it in the final spot. Sorry if that's been annoying, everyone missing a place, but now everything is just as it should be, in exactly the right place. Why this order? Well, lantern becomes a forge, forge becomes edge, edge becomes winter, winter becomes heart, heart becomes grail, grail becomes moth, and then moth becomes lantern. And knock is the odd one out. Everything becomes knock eventually. Except for secret histories, that doesn't become knock. That only becomes more secret histories. What does that mean? Go play the base game, figure it out. Yes, are we doing anything else? We are probably gonna start going crazy with our motifs and digging for scraps. And let's keep talking about these mysteries so far. The sunken city must lie somewhere near Kerisham, I gather. But I don't know exactly where. That's an issue for you to navigate. Your half-hearts are more sensitive for special places like that. Okay, so half-hearts and navigate. Great. That text has not changed. Basically, we have a sunken city, question mark. Somewhere between the White Island and the Republic, a city is said to have been lost to the sea. Sorry, I paused as thinking, what does it mean by the White Island and the Republic? Some say it was surrendered willingly from a lover's willful whisper. Somewhere on the sea, I must be able to find more information. The White Island, I'm guessing, is the Isle of Wight. And the Republic, France, I think. I think France became a republic around. I don't know. Or maybe the Republic of Ireland. I forget the time period of, this setting. It might be the Republic of Ireland. Or it could be France. Fuck it. So, yes, for this we need a story that isn't exhausted. I'm guessing. Nope, it won't be that. It'll be a thingy. Maybe. We are missing a song. Who knows? We are missing an object. Yep, an object. Could be anything. And this is why I kind of gave up on solving this mystery, as it could be literally anything, whether we have it or not. So instead, let's talk to her about the other temptation. Let's see what she has to say about us saying, "No, screw you, Mum, I want to go be a dancer." Blank sky, great, that's nice and boring. Good thing we're not planning on leaving yet, because the weather can be useful for events, and a blank sky is entirely useless. Again, the way changes now and again, but I always pay mind to stay informed on the first step. I told you where it is, now go take it. So we basically said, hey, what if I temptation consulate? And she said, no, fuck you, go away. We might talk to him about that. We probably, since he set us on this path, the path of the consulate, he might have more interesting stuff to say about it. Heartache mended, apparently. The root of life here is smothering me, and the horizons is beginning to tug at my soul. Yeah, cool. We don't want to stay here for too long, but we also don't want to rush into notoriety. Speaking of, we can now safely return to Amsterdam. Well, what you're missing is not gone. You just have to find it to become whole, step by step, part by part. I think it's to do with the motifs, because he's all, you know, he taught us to sing, and from singing we gained that and the motifs for all songs. Let's see what he has to say about City at the Bottom of the Sea. And we are going to start, I think, going crazy with this. We don't have any moth influence to protect us, but if it happens, it happens. What do we have? Oof. Last night I found a knot of stress eliminated to unnatural a knot of streets illuminated to unnatural contrast. Shivering visions arose in that half-light of a city without doors, figures made of glass and stone and ivory and weeping stars. That's not ideal, as that is 2/3 of a fascination that'll spell the doom for us. Not the worst thing. I've sort of figured out how to deal with them. And my way of dealing with them is ignoring them until they become a bigger problem. Fortunately, we didn't gain any notoriety from that. But we have some of that. Some clarion air. Well, if it worked once, it can work twice, right? It's not going to work twice, but now we can at least start looking for a bright, clever crew member. No, I do not know of such a place, although the name sounds familiar. Perhaps I've heard it in a dream. I don't think I can glean anything from that. Probably most useful talking to a fella in Copenhagen. And then Temptation Exemplum. I should go to bed soon. What was I going to say? Crowd turns, yada yada yada, get more of that. So we have two paths ahead of us. Constellate and Exemplum. I think Exemplum is following the paths of these mysteries. And, you know, finding the mysteries and solving them. I feel like the Consulate is just rebuilding these motifs, or not rebuilding, rebuilding yourself via these motifs. That does look like an American flag, but yeah. Inspiration experience. So, at the wharf. Nothing interesting at the wharf. Basic crew member again. Not interested, honestly. And because we have some notoriety on the board, let's just gain some more. My strategy for notoriety tends to be, if you have one, you might as well have 6, because what are they going to do? It looks like we picked up a good crew member there. I'd say good. Navigator, yeah, they're pretty good. And we can actually pay them. That will put us up to 6 crew members once this guy fucks off. In effect 7, so we can technically pick up 1 passenger. And because we've only unlocked 2 locations, and we're at one of them, they're guaranteed to want to go to Amsterdam, which is quite useful. Once you have more than 2 locations unlocked, it kind of is random between them. Destination? I'm pretty sure they can't, go to any of these because, take me to a sewers, please. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they should only want to go to Amsterdam. Well, no. Once there's more than 2 locations, it's kind of a toss-up between which one that you get from the roll. For the sake of it, I'll throw that in there, just in case we get, I don't know. I've seen spoilers. All of this is spoilers, but Captain and Diver are 2 other quite nifty people. Persisting Glamour, great. Bring that out. We are going to hit some notoriety here. Talkative Brutish Navigator. I think the con man I got from Edge, maybe. Edge influence. But yeah, con man was another person, and he was quite nice because he had Grail and Moth. Navigator has Lantern and Knock. So all those, you're adrift in a fog, find your way. He'd be very good for that. Basic crew member. Nope, we now want to pivot to finding a passenger. Because money is good. And we are accruing some of this. So yeah, we are, going full notorious. Looking to bail on this place once we have our way. London Hartford encased in winter. Have I figured that one? I'm taking a guess that is the man in Copenhagen, but I have not confirmed it yet. And yeah, the crowd turns. Great, cool. Again, I don't think it's worth trying to accrue the Moth influences as protection. So yeah, this guy wants to go to Amsterdam. Is there anything more we can do here? I think we can try a bunch of mournful motifs. London rumours, that's completely fine. So I'm hiccuping and burping at the same time. So talented. Yeah, let's go for that. Why not? No particular reason. I just, it bugs me having that there. Recruit a basic crew member. Don't care about that. We are going to accumulate some of this as it'll be good for the journey ahead. All our books are exhausted. All 1 of them. That's going to become an investigation. That might as well become something interesting. And I think, honestly, we can quickly roll that. That's going to be... Yeah, we'll have time to flee. We just can't start anything else. I don't want to hit a police no, arrest warrant, just because it's not necessary, and it just means another 300 seconds before we can come back to London. Not ideal when we only have 2 possible destinations. Cool. So, yeah, we should be good to pack up and leave. I think we got cargo, we got full crew minus that guy who's staying behind. Don't care about him. And the police are hot on our tail. So, let's be off to Amsterdam. We are away. And yeah, our overall goal at the moment, we've achieved one of the mysteries. We will keep an eye out for any clues for it, but for now I think that we got no fucking chance of solving that. I mean, again, missing object could be anything, like diamond saw. It's probably definitely not, but you know, we'll find something eventually. In the meantime, marine mists. Today the marine layer is thick as pea soup. It is weird how we can't use the power of the moon to, I suppose, because it's today, but whatever. The winds won't help us here. My lack heart will, and this lovely new navigator that we have, as well as a subtle motif, will guide us. What was I saying? Yes, the mystery we got no chance of solving in the meantime. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking to accumulate a few more crew members. You see he's longing for home by 1 step. It won't be too bad. Basically, I don't want to land in one place and like hire 6 crew members, because first of all, we won't be able to pay them. The good ones cost 3 or 4 coins each, roughly. And also, then once they, hit maturity and decide, time to leave, I suddenly have all my crew leaving at once. Good to spread out, gaining them a bit. We want some packages. We're going to try and get lucky on those, just because hopefully we can unlock a 3rd location that we can go to, and it should have an easier time of, running down the clock on investigations and such. Again, I'm going to try and, rather than pause, I'll just try and slow down. Approach this challenge with heart or edge. So once again, we are in a race. This time we have winds in our favour and a good mate. And yeah, sure. The crew or the motif, the heart or the motif are identical. Speaking of passenger, wasn't at all speaking of the passenger or whatever. They are still quite boring. But they have a nice hat. Yes. Cool. So, we won the race. Great. Gained some victory out of it. Awesome thrill. Even the thrill of victory. What happened? Oh, that was our winter influence protecting us from bad things, I assume. Rats on the beams. So we need some. Let's just use the power of the wind. We can't use the power of the moon, but we can. Actually, I think we have a navigator. So clearly his job is to catch rats for us. With venom, with traps, with tricks, and with ingenuity, we make the tight spaces in a hospital for them. We quell their numbers, and blah blah blah. We arrive. We gain some thrill from the race. London, we are no longer there. Amsterdam, we are there. The kite. And thrill and sailor stories. Quite a lot of thrill from that. Passenger disembarks, we gained a bit of money. Our cargo has become cash. And yeah, the veiled lady once more. We can talk to her again. All the hard to meet and all that stuff. Hostile wharf, I think we also got last time. It you know, clean slate every time we return to a new place, which is nice. These things are indeed things. There is a way of dealing with them. What we can do is we can talk about, say, discuss difficult experience with other people. We just go to the pub and, you know, burden other people with our stories of, I think that was from that time we found a dead body at sea. I share something of my past experiences. Perhaps I can clean the gutters of my soul. Cool. Honestly, I'm okay with that. These aren't particularly too bad, but it would be nice just to get them off the board. Time and tide boy, no man. We have the wharf. Oh, I should always prioritize picking up cargo first. But we are. Time is done. We are past the 30-minute mark. Yeah, this it feels like we're steadily making progress. I know that been several hours into this now. I hope that I've been able to provide a lot of engaging learning, you know, unravel the mystery of everything that I've discovered so far. Yes, we will definitely continue next episode. We should really find... Again, we're still blocked on finding new locations. We found adventures, which I think we might go exploring. We've got talkative, brutish. Tell you what, next episode, we will definitely, if we have to, we will dump a guy or two, and we are basically gonna rush accumulate the funds to hire people, and then use people. We're going to go on one of these adventures because, I mean, they've given us 3 adventures, we might as well use one of them. The Amsterdam sewers is probably the easiest, so we'll be doing that first. But until then, hope you enjoyed watching, hope you're enjoying the series, and thank you for your time. Peace.